Hey, classic kama Odijo. Mali swafi kiru wafi show. Hini kali kama Oji Jones. Kawi pendi tabidi umemeza tropical. Masindona piga muno pinky Odijo. After also piga party after party stop. Akiwa front kama hadis mwambia back it up. Piga shot yaki mgazi hadi Johnny Hawk. Top it off naki imagine dosi blacky bro. Kaki logo ya konyagi bado tuko strong. Tuko on kaki motia wezi turn it off. Siki bonero misiri chiko masti go. TV copper chain, no cages, let me know. He pushed infinity, the pedal to the floor. Just my stingo, yeah, my stingo, yeah, my stingo. Watch out, my swadi in Nairobi, this my nigga. Master, my stingo, cause you know I be with Manda. Mina kanga chini, cause these homies do not stand up. Let's get lit, let's get rich, let's just make it happen. We hit licks with no tricks, but it's just like magic. Fire just like Chico, mom used to beat me with them Nico. We rain like El Nino, we score just like Freddy. Till I die, my stingo. Mini perform with heroes, you let them, she single. Think she know my lingo, still I need my piece. Post for me a tease, 254 with G's, yeah, put Kenya on my sleeve. I TV copper chain, okay, just let me know. He pushed infinity, the pedal to the floor. Just my stingo, yeah, my stingo, yeah, my stingo. Watch out, my swag. I TV copper.
Yes. Welcome to the Express right here on the Black Hot Fire Network. We trust that everyone is having a fantastic day. So far today being on 28th of October, the year 2020. How are you doing? Wherever you are, please do let us know how you're doing. Do let us know how your day is coming up. And of course, I see the one and only Bombi Damfa, who is saying Wagwan Spikes. Wagwan to you too. You're asking who is the cherry next to you. She happens to be our guest for today, and she goes by the name Martha. And she happens to be a Kenyan actress. We shall be getting into a conversation, trying to get to understand, what she has been up to, and of course, how the journey has been for her being an actress in the Kenyan entertainment industry, and not just in the Kenyan entertainment industry, but also basically even representing for Lagos, Nigeria. Earlier on, we also were trying to connect with a guest from Nigeria, who happens to go by the name Newman Fruitful. Please do let us know how your day is coming up. Bombi Damfa, how is this day right there in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa? How are things going in Addis Ababa? I understand the issue of the dam have made things pretty much, complicated. But nonetheless, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the show. We're having a bit of a problem with our cameras, but nonetheless, we are still working on that to make sure that you get the best, the best vibes right here on the Express show, where we are all about fresh hits and fresh vibes. When we started off, we did play you a jam by the one and only Kahush. The name of the jam is Masting Go. I do not know how if you like that particular song, but if you have, remember, you can check out Kahush also on, the online radio to blackhotfirenetwork.com. Once again, I want to say Karibu Sana. We did have a guest. Kid is asking why we did not use the camera, the Mivo. We're expecting to have a guest from Lagos, Nigeria. We cannot be able to have a three-way with the Mivo. We cannot be able to have a three-way show with the Mivo. But nonetheless, thank you so much for everyone that has joined us this particular afternoon. It's actually 36 minutes past 2 p.m. right here in Nairobi. And of course, I was saying earlier that we have a guest with us in the studio, and she goes by the name Mother. Karibu Sana. And of course, I hope that you are delighted to be here. How long did it has it been a tussle for you getting from home to the studio?
No,
It hasn't been a task for you trying to, get her from her home to the studio. But nonetheless, we are glad that you are here with us, and of course, we shall be getting the opportunity to know you. I hope, I hope that the people who also have joined us on the show can also be able to put across their questions. If anyone has a question for the Kenyan actress, she goes by the name Mother. And if you do have a question for her, I would urge you to feel free to go ahead and ask. But nonetheless, what is happening is that, like I said earlier, we are also hoping to have a guest from Lagos, Nigeria. He goes by the name Newman Fruitful, who is a reggae artist all the way from Nigeria. We do hope that perhaps later on the connectivity will allow for us to be able to have him right there. Once again, like I said, Mother Karibu Sana.
Thank you.
And of course, how would you love to introduce yourself? Yeah. Unangependa kujiintroduce vipi?
I'm an actress, model, graduate right now.
Yeah.
And business lady.
And a business lady as well. And therefore, you're not just pursuing school, you're also pursuing a business. And I do hope that your business is going on very well, because I understand from the COVID-19, corona imekuwa na effects mingi sana homework. So far, how has the COVID affected you in terms of, your studies, your business? Umeona mambo imekuwaje with this whole COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, COVID has affected my business, obviously, because of the different timings of opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for school, it hadn't affected me because I had already finished school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it only affected the graduation that was supposed to happen in June, which is happening next month.
Oh, next month. Oh, congratulations. It seems like, what have you been pursuing in school?
I've pursued a degree in mass communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, electronic media.
And I understand that even as you speak in electronic media and even mass communication, not just even your course, but all of these different courses that people are likely taking up, you do find that the job opportunities are not as many, and there has been a struggle. I don't know. Have you heard about your friends that are talking about how difficult or how easy perhaps it might be for Kenyan trying to secure a job?
Well, even apart from me myself, I'm also trying to secure a job.
Yeah.
And apart from the competition being stiff,
yeah.
we have so many graduates graduating each and every year.
Yeah.
And the media houses at the moment are retrenching people.
Yeah.
So you see the demand for job is high while
the supply, the jobs are not adequate themselves.
Yes, exactly.
It's very, very difficult, but I do hope that, when you're done graduating, are you graduating this week?
I'm graduating in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, congratulations to you. But nonetheless, I would just like to know, when did you discover your passion for acting and, for film?
I discovered my passion before 2014.
Yeah.
So I did set books.
Yeah.
So in 2014, because of that.
Yeah.
And then from there, I then joined Star and now put more interest into it because I had a passion also in film. That's why I pursued mass communication, electronic media, because of my passion in film. So basically, film and acting go hand in hand.
Go hand in hand. Yes, I agree. I don't know if the family can hear you, but I hope that you can also try up the volume a bit.
Okay.
Up the volume a bit.
That, I like production. I like TV production, and that's why I chose to do mass communication. But I also had a passion in acting, and thereafter I went to Nigeria. I was staying in Nigeria before, and so I went to shoot 3 movies in Nigeria before. Now I came back and ventured more into Kenya.
Some people have also given you a Nigerian name, and of course, I would just like you to tell us a little bit about that and how that came about.
Oh yes, Chidima.
Yeah.
Chidima. It came from the popular series on Citizen TV, Machachari, when I was acting as a house girl, a Nigerian house girl. So that is where I acquired the name Chidima. It's an Igbo name.
It's an Igbo name from Nigeria, and I think having lived in Nigeria, how was it? How would you compare these two places? How would you compare your experience living in Nigeria and now coming back to Kenya, continuing with your studies and looking for more opportunities? Do you think that the Kenyans are lagging behind? Comparing the film industry in these two countries, Nigeria, the opportunities that you found there, and also the opportunities that you have been finding right here in Nairobi, Kenya. How does these two countries compare in terms of opportunities for young people trying to pursue film?
Okay, I think Kenya, we're not lagging back,
Yeah.
but if we had more support,
Yeah.
we would go further.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Nigerians are more aggressive
Yeah.
and do more production.
Yeah.
But also Kenya,
We're trying.
trying.
I believe you're saying with the rightful support, we can be able to get a place further. Newman, Fruitful, can you hear me? Welcome to the show. Greetings to you, brother.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Greetings to you. How are you doing? Seems to be having a bit of a problem with the connectivity. But nonetheless, we are having a conversation about opportunities for the young people, especially in film production. And we are saying that if at all the government are putting more support, perhaps we will be able to get much further. How is your afternoon, Brother Newman? How is your afternoon coming up? How is your afternoon?
What do you say?
How is your afternoon? How is your afternoon?
Yeah, my afternoon is good. Just that the network is very bad here. The network is kind of bad here.
Yeah, we understand, and we hope that we shall continue still, even with the connectivity as it is. I have a question for you. How would you like to introduce yourself to the family today?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, my name is Newman Fruitful, as you know. I'm from Nigeria, in Benue State here in Africa.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm a TV man here. So I'm a gospel reggae musician.
Yeah.
So that's who I am still. Just a man of reality, man of wisdom.
Yeah.
A man that never gives up the fight. So so everything about me, I just live my life just like Bob Marley.
Warrior. You are a warrior. People have confused you. People have confused your identity sometimes. People actually normally do say that Newman Fruitful is a Jamaican. Why do you think there is this particular kind of a confusion? Some people think that you are Jamaican. Seems like connectivity right there in Benue. It said Benue State. I think the connectivity in Benue State is not so great. But nonetheless, we are delighted to have the brother from Nigeria. He says he's actually a soldier and he wants to live just like Bob Marley did. Nonetheless, it's all good. All dreams are actually valid. And in studio today, we do have the lovely lady. She goes by the name Mother BOSSCHICK. And of course, I have a few more questions. When you're growing up, Mother, I would just like to know who are some of the people that you used to look up to, and you're saying one day I want to be, like this particular person. Maybe her film career is going very, very well. Maybe I want to be like this particular artist, or maybe I want to be like so and so. Who are some of the people that you used to look up to for inspiration when growing up?
I've always looked up to Lupita.
Yeah.
I still look up to Lupita.
Yeah.
But there are a few others maybe in Africa like Miss Johnson.
Yeah. Genevieve is nowhere.
Angie.
Yeah, I thought she might be somewhere. Yeah.
Yes, Genevieve.
Yeah.
And
Mama G.
Jacobs.
What's the name of Mama G? There's this particular
Patience
woman.
Ozoko.
Yeah, Patience Ozoko. Yeah. And I think she's also a very, very talented actress. Yeah, in Nigeria. And of course, most of the time she is normally given the toughest characters. Yeah. You find her being a stepmom, a stepmother, a very, very evil, yes, a very, very wicked stepmother. And even people get to misconstrue her for her characters, even in her real life. Let me ask you something. Being an actor who has taken different roles, do you think that sometimes maybe the real you is mistaken for something else because of some of the roles that you have been given in film and acting? Do you find this kind of a conflict?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because you find sometimes like the role of Chidima.
Yeah.
You find that maybe somebody would confuse me as a crook or actually Nigerian, and a con woman because I was acting as a
con lady.
I was trying to steal.
But now that's pushing a stereotype. That is pushing a stereotype that Nigerian domestic workers are scammers, which is a whole different story. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so that sometimes people are like, oh, you're actually Nigerian, or they actually believe it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that character can actually fix you to a point where people
confuse
you exactly. And then me, I was more of the aggressive type of
You're the aggressive Nigerian domestic worker on the movie. But nonetheless, I see Bombi Dampa also knows Mama G and says Mama G is really good. Yes, she does her thing. And I believe I'm made to understand she goes with the name Patience Ozoko. And she has been doing, particularly well in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria. I believe even in Kenyan films, there has been a collaboration between, Kenya and the Riverwood and also Nollywood. And there are some of the projects in which Mama G has been featured. And of course, I was saying earlier that, some people might misconstrue you all, think that you are Nigerian. And, when they hear you being called Chidima, they'll actually, even if they see you passing across the street, maybe you're heading home and they have seen you on TV, they'll actually say, look at Chidima, there she goes. And you might even get some Kenyan men trying to come and engage with you because they really want to see whether you are a real Nigerian. Because I think the Kenyans have that particular kind of an attraction to Nigerians, and they have that particular kind of curiosity about Nigerians. And you might find people trying to engage you here, whether you come up with that Nigerian accent. I think you hacked it. I think you nailed it, the Nigerian accent. And having lived, how many years do you live in Nigeria?
10 years.
10 years?
Yes.
And someone is asking whether you can do a Nigerian accent. Can you just do a little bit of a Nigerian accent? Maybe perhaps say you're angered at someone coming late. You're angered at someone coming late, or anything else that you might say.
Okay. Which kind of thing be this now? Why you can't bring me this cup with it like this? I dey mad? You think I dey crazy? I don't talk to you now.
That's a good one. I think you're nailing it. And the sister here has a good one. And the accent is really, really good. I think anyone else might also confuse that for a Nigerian, a Nigerian woman, a Nigerian lady trying to get into a fight. I think Nigerian women trying to get into a fight every other 5 minutes with their man. But nonetheless, I might be mistaken. We are glad to have you in studio with us. I remember she is a Kenyan actress. Tell us about some of the projects, maybe perhaps your very, very first project that you were featured in right here in Kenya. Any project gani ambao you got involved with, and it opened up doors for you. Tell us about that particular project.
Okay, well, in Kenya, I've done many small projects like extras, like Anti-Boss. I was a slave queen.
Yeah.
I'm Shano Agas. Yeah. Then I featured in Rashida. Yeah. Then now I now got Machachari, which was now the longest series I've been in. For about 10 months. For about 10 months, yeah. Yes. Which is still good. Yeah, Machachari, I think it's very, very popular and people love it. Yeah. It's on Citizen TV, yeah. Yeah, Citizen TV. So that's where I gained limelight in the TV series. Oh, okay. Yes, but I've also been in Jora Uba. I won a one-off role, but which was very successful. It was called Demo Uba. It's called what? Jora Uba. Oh, Jora Uba. Oh, they made a film about a slave queen with a Uber guy, with a Uber driver. It's there. It's there on my Shamadi. Oh, it's on my. Okay. Yeah, so I had a one-off role. Yeah. Which was really interesting for you. Yeah. And I would love to see. I would actually look at that for that particular episode. It's actually doing good with 2.2 million views. And that's a real good thing. If it has actually hit 2.2 million, then I think it's a wonderful thing just to see that people are getting to appreciate what Kenyan young talent is actually up to. We are still trying to get a hold of our Nigerian brother. The Nigerian brother seemed not to have an accent from Nigeria. That's a problem. The Nigerian brother, someone might actually say, Spikes, you're playing around with that with us. The brother is not in Nigeria, but he is, and he will be right back with us right here on the Black Hot Fire Network Express show. Yo, man.
Hello.
Back. Yes, you're back with us.
Yeah, sorry, my network is very bad. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry.
It's okay, bro. It's okay, brother. We understand. Even in Kenya, sometimes the network, just goes out on us. But nonetheless, I have a question for you. I was saying earlier, people confuse you to be Jamaican. Why is this so? Because some people say Newman Fruitful is Jamaican. Why is this so?
Please say it again. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
People confuse you as a Jamaican. People say, Newman Fruitful is Jamaican. Why has this kind of a confusion come up?
Breaking over. Oh my God, network is so bad. I can't really hear what you're saying. Network is very bad.
Let me repeat once again. People confuse you and say Newman Fruitful is Jamaican. Why do you think people identify you as a Jamaican instead of identifying you as a Nigerian?
Okay, well, because all of my life, I'm used to Jamaica things,
Yeah.
You understand? I'm used to Jamaica. It's like, well, those times of Jamaica, like I grew up to know about Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Right? So, no, actually, when I started reggae music, my dad was like, yeah, man, you start like Rastafarians them. You wanna do music and start smoking like Bob Marley, right? So my family was against the reggae music stuff,
Yeah.
But as a child, I realized that it was reggae music because I couldn't do it at reggae music.
Yeah. We are still trying to get the conversation with the brother right there, but instead we do have with us the lovely mother, who is also known as mother, the BOSSCHICK. And of course, we are continuing with the conversation. I would just like to know how hard is it, getting onto TV or getting some opportunities in film for you? How hard or how easy has it been for you? As being a newcomer in the industry just a few years ago, how hard or how simple is it, trying to get a role on TV or even a drama film?
Well, to be honest, it is really hard, and it has really been hard, but I have been very patient and perseverant, and I don't lose hope. But getting a role is very hard, very extremely hard. I think the people who are in this industry know, but those who are not in this industry don't know the struggle of getting that particular role, because that specific role that you want, hundreds of other people want it, and hundreds of other people are as good as you are. So most of the time it's your effort, your perseverance, your persistence that will help you, because you keep going for auditions, you keep fighting to go to different shows, different productions, talking to different producers, networking around the industry. But it's not as easy as people think. So,
and now, of course, have you also had the kind of corruption that is said to be in the industry, where people won't tell you, if you want this role, you have to give me some money, or you have to sleep with the producer or things. Now, have you encountered such in the Kenyan industry?
Well, it's there, but for me, I've not encountered.
They don't play with the Nigerian. They don't play with the Nigerian woman. They don't play with the Nigerian woman trying to extort from her to get a role.
No, because I think I was able to learn from others, and I was able to hear stories from
other people.
And again, my mother is my manager, and she's very strict. Yes.
She doesn't just play around and let you get on productions that are really shaky and shady. Nonetheless, I want to thank Bombi Danfa for joining us so far, and also Kid Newsam. You saying he sounds Jamaican, and I think at some point I wanted to know whether he left Nigeria and went to Jamaica, because I think the brother is very, very much passionate about his music and about doing reggae music. We shall also be playing a little bit of some of his music, but of course, before then, we are having a conversation with a wonderful mother, who is also known as Chidima on that particular series that she acts, which is Machetari. And of course, I have a few more questions for you. Just getting to understand, when you decide to go audition for a role, are there some certain kinds of roles that you would really not try out? Do you have like a criteria, I cannot do this role, I cannot really do these other roles? Do you have some certain types of roles that you say sometimes I cannot get to play this role, that's not for me, or that's not for me? How did you have such kind of roles that perhaps you'd be like, no, I would really just let it pass?
Let me say, for one of my movies that I acted in Nigeria, My Kids and I, Chapter 2, I had to get like cozy with a guy, which at first I wasn't comfortable with it, but at some point you just have to do it because of the job. But to some extent, you're not so comfortable with it because of that scenario, but You just act.
Would you play as a witch? Would you play as a Nigerian witch? Not even a Nigerian witch, as a witch from Kitui or from all these different places. So you don't have problems with some of the roles.
I don't have a problem with it. I would play a role of a witch, a witch doctor, or anything. Any role that I'm given to play, I can do. Because acting, for you to be a good actor or actress, you have to be able to play each and every role. If you're told to play a motherly role, a sister role, a bad girl role, a good girl role, you should be able to bring out.
You can also play a nun. You can also play the role of a nun, which is not a bad thing.
You just have to put yourself into the shoes of that specific character, and then bring out the character. So
and now, of course, because of these two personalities, we know that there's an on-screen personality, and there is there is an off-screen personalities. I would just like to ask you, when you get on the screen, not really on the screen, when you get on the stage, sorry, you have said that you at some point you did act some set books, I would really love to know, how did you tackle the issue of stage fright? Because some people start sweating, other people start doing this and that. But for you, did you even have stage fright when going on stage to act these set books?
Yes, I was. I would say I was 100% confident, but I'd say maybe I was 60%. And then from there it grows, because the first time on stage, your conscience are telling you, are you doing this right? What am I thinking? Am I bringing out the character? Am I gonna make a mistake? So of course you have to be frightened. But then the moment you get into the character and familiarize with the people around and the audience, and since you've been doing it, you just adapt to it. It becomes
natural eventually. It becomes natural eventually.
There's no sense of shyness I have on set or talking on stage or performing on stage.
You just get on with it.
I'm fully confident because now it's been years, and camera is not a problem.
It's actually a good vibe. And of course, I want to ask you, you have played so many characters on different movies, and on different plays. I would just like to know, which is one of the roles that did really stand out, that you remember, oh, I played as Jackie on this particular film, or I played as this and that on this particular film, and it was a really whole different experience, a whole new different experience for me. Please take us to that one particular role that you played and felt like, okay, this is a good one. I actually nailed this one, or something like that.
The one I nailed is, the one I feel like I nailed it so well was the Njoro Uba that it aired on January this year, of the Slay Queen, the one with 2.2 million views on Facebook. I felt like I nailed it because the outcome, the reactions of people, the comments, I brought out the role. I felt like I brought out the role. I was so comfortable, and
And of course, we shall try see if we can get this Njoro Uba.
We hope it's on Facebook. We can just
let me see if we can also get to find it. I think it's these are Maisha Magic series, we'll see if we can actually get it so that we can play a little bit of it for the family. Can you remember what particular episode it was? 8, or I can see 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you remember?
It's not all on YouTube.
Some of it could be here. I'm just wondering if you perhaps might know what season that was. It was about 9, nonetheless, if we get it, we shall look that up for the family. We'll try to transfer it, but we might have a problem because of the cable. But nonetheless, we are continuing right here with the Black Hot Fire Network Express show. I was trying to see if I could get that particular video, but apparently I might not be able to get it real quick. But nonetheless, we are back, and of course we shall take a short music break. And this is actually to play you some jam, and of course this particular jam happens to be by Chronics right here on the Black Hot Fire Network. And the name of the jam is really Who Knows.
And it's a protege, Chronics are where you stay, Okay. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just go where the trade wind blows, sending love to my friends and foes. And I suppose I'm pleased to be chilling in the West Indies. Jah provide all my wants and needs. I got the sunshine, rivers and trees.
When we see Jah, we see our way. Just stick on this straight from hypocrisy, I say, hey. Everyone to them own a philosophy. I live the proper way and then we read a chapter daily. And they in a city hungry and no eat. And put they down a country just a drop off of the tree then. To see say poverty no real.